How do you feel about teachers in City Ridge?
I like them.
All right. What are some of your views that you might say makes a good teacher and a bad teacher a bad teacher?
I like teachers that understand problems outside of school and stuff.
A bad teacher.
I think a good teacher needs to be able to relate to her students.
Present information well, not be monotone, boring, monotonous. That.
Yeah. A good teacher knows what they're teaching and doesn't have to look in a book to find it.
And normally they're helpful in the subject they teach and actually elaborate on specific things that they think are either harder or easier, either or. But actually take time to make sure everybody knows what they're doing.
And a bad teacher, what do you think are some character traits of a bad teacher?
A bad teacher is a teacher that just sits there and tells you to read notes and doesn't even help you with the problems.
Yeah, basically the ones who say sit down and shut up and leave me alone.
Good teacher makes them like fun things to do.
They have to be friendly.
They have to like what they're doing.
They don't just assign you like definitions to copy. They make sure you understand what you're learning.
All right, so what are examples of a bad teacher?
Like just talking.
Somebody who just hands out a ton of worksheets. Also feel like crazy and they just have a bunch of mood swings and are just really mean all the time.
Aren't understanding of your issues.
I gotta take it on the other side. Take it on the other side.
Are the teachers who enjoy being here, who look forward to being here, think of what they're doing as a job, but more of something that they are allowed to do. That's, I guess, one way of thinking about it. I guess they also connect well with their students, and they're able to help them understand any of the things that they need to understand. The bad teachers, what makes a bad teacher? Well, if the opposite of those things, if they've been here too long, or if teaching is not something that they're completely invested in, then it's probably not a good idea to be here. If they're not interested in learning more and knowing more, idea to continue to be a teacher either.
Some examples of a good teacher and a bad teacher.
I think one of my favorite teachers was Miss Fawcett. She had a really good teaching style and I really understood the material. I was in Algebra 2 with her, so she was a favorite teachers.
Teachers like Ms. Bird that have like a lot of energy. I mean, they like get it to you so you feel really comfortable in that class and everything.
From my point of view, a good teacher would be someone like Mr. Blanks. Someone who makes the classroom fun, less boring.
Good teacher is like Mrs. Grombeck. Yeah, Mrs. Grombeck is a great teacher. She helps you out. There are no bad teachers in Cedar Ridge.
Good teachers? Hanson's a good teacher.
Yeah.
I like Miss Knapp and Mr. Kirby. They're both really good teachers too.
I personally like Miss Dodson and Miss Eflin.
And why?
Oh, and Mr. Ditmar, thank you.
Miss Burt, Miss Dawson.
I like Miss Landis.
I like Mr. Ramacha.
Burt, good teacher. Mr. Lowe. Mr. Flanagan, Mr. Eflin, Mr. Blank.
I think the key to a good teacher is someone who can empower students and get them excited about a particular subject. Everyone has their own style, so it's hard to say sort of particular components. So the student may not connect to a particular teacher. I think if there need to be any kind of adjustments, it's up to the student to make the adjustment. But I think in a lot of ways, a teacher has to be like a coach, because in a lot of ways, a coach is a teacher in any sport or in any kind of subject matter. So I think the key is to be able to present whatever the information is in a way that can engage the student and to get them prepared for whatever the next level is.